What's happening, everyone? I'm Frostfall Phoenix and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a binder filling. Here is our very brand new, I'm going to call it Teal, Palms Off call it Turquoise. I'm going to call it Teal binder that we're going to put our, what did he call the set? Twilight Masquerade. Twilight Masquerade is what we're going to put into this binder today. There's a little bit at the end as well, some Crimson Haze and some Mask of Change. So without too much messing around, let's just get into filling a binder. Let's see how far our master set has come. Alright, so we have pulled out our wonderful binder. You do also, in every one of these binder boxes, get a bag, lovely bag for your binder to sit in. Massive Palms Off logo on the front and drawstrings that of course match up with whichever binder it is that you are filling. We open it up, it has some nice, very noisy paper in it, nice velvety insides, and then of course side loading 12-page binder. We are going to start from the second page. As I said, we're not going to have too much mucking around, we are just going to get straight into it. Starting off this one with a Tangler. Our last binder filling video actually did pretty well on views. Not 100% sure if it was something to do with the thumbnail or if people just like watching my binder filling videos. I'm not 100% sure, but thank you for the love on the last one. Hopefully we can also get the same sort of love on this one. I suppose only time will tell. And I think we might get away with the entire first page being complete. I do apologize if my arm gets in the way and takes away focus from the cards. I will do what I can to mitigate that. There is our Leafeon, of course, the second of the Leafeons that we pulled because iCollectEevee got the first ones. And there it is, our first page, just like that, done and dusted. Don't they all look spectacularly pretty when they're all put together in the binder? Now we start page 2. I am just grabbing handfuls of cards off the table. You can see actually my next stack just up here waiting in the wings, and because this is such a big binder, the 12 pocket is the 480 card binder. This set is only around about 230 cards, so it leaves me with about half of the binder to fill with whatever else I please. So we are going to go with the Japanese precursors to Twilight Masquerade. We are actually going to come up on our first few cards that we are missing the reverse holos for. Number one is a Sinistcha Holo Rare. We do, of course, then have Sinistcha EX. Ogerpon, we are also missing the reverse holo for, but then we do have the EX, so only 2 missing from the grass. They are both reverse holos, and I really love that our entirety of the grass types just spread themselves nicely out over 2 pages, and then we can get straight into the fire types. Very cute Sleepy Vulpix. There is a Slugma, and then I have to remind myself Macargo EX goes right there. That way I'm not going to mess up the ordering as I do in most of the other binder filling videos I do. I actually noticed with Paldean Fates just the other day, I was putting some baby shinies that we picked up from the market away. I noticed that I had completely forgotten to include one of the cards. so I had to go back and shift about 8 or 9 pages worth of cards just to make sure it was all in the right order. You will also notice we've got 3 Infernapes, we've got the reverse holo, and then just the normal one. This one came out of the Build and Battle box. It's part of the pre-built deck, so there are a few more like that. We opened up 2 of them, so I think there's 4 cards total that have 3 different finishes, if you like, on them. Lampent, we will get rid of our basic fire type energy. That is our placeholder for Macargo. And then getting into the next page, Chandelure, we are missing the reverse for Chiyu we've got. And then of course, sleeved up, now nice soft Palms Off Gaming Penny Sleeves is the Hearth Flame Mask Ogerpon EX. And that brings us into our second stack. So our water types, starting with Poliwag, will come right after that one. If you do enjoy our binder filling videos, we do have plenty more on the channel. Please go and check some of those out. If you like what we do here, remember to click the like button. If you want to see more of what we do here, hit the subscribe button and come back each weekend. We put up a new video, so you can come by and watch anytime you want, really, but every Saturday around about 7:30 I usually aim for the videos to go up. If you want to come back and watch, I would not hate that at all. We are missing Milotic reverse holo, so we will be missing one off that page, but that's okay. We get to start with Milotic on the next page. We are also missing the reverse Snorunt. Glalie we've got both of, however. And then Frostlass, we have the reverse, we have the holo, and then we also have the non-holo, which is another one from one of the Build and Battle decks. I do actually want to see if I can pick up some more of those, just to see if there are any other holos that are non-holo, if you will. Probably not really financially viable for me, but I am crazy, so my master sets go crazy along with me, which is why there's always a holo, there's always a reverse holo. Honestly, I think we've gone, I went the most crazy on Crown Zenith, had to collect absolutely everything off that set, all of the promos, all of the coins, all of the badges, all ended up in one folder, in one binder rather. And that is the end of the water types. And then we miss one because we're missing reverse Zapdos. We're also missing reverse Shinx. But then somehow we have reverse Luxio. A little bit odd, but hey, it's fine. We will let Luxio have his moment in the sun. And then we go into Emolga, Helioptile, Heliolisk. Heliolisk, one of the art rares we still need from the set. Sorry, spoilers. We did manage to pull one out of Crimson Haze though. So I have seen the art rare before. It is incredibly cute. Speeding across the water like he would. There is Bellybolt. Wattrel. Wattrel we've got both of. And then Killer Wattrel. And Iron Thorns. These are all ending on like columns or rows or whatever you want to call them, which is really satisfying for me. Alright, getting into the psychic types. With Clefairy. I really do sometimes wonder why people use these to play the game with at all. They're just such nice little artworks I just love filling my little galleries up with the wonderful artwork from all of the amazing people that get to work on Pokemon cards. Girafarig, there is my arm again. Apologise. It's going to happen. I have some very long arms. Baby and Floette. Back to ending on a regular card, which really satisfies that primal side of me that needs everything to be nicely in order in columns. So when you throw just a singular EX in there, it really throws a spanner in my brain, but that's fine. I'll move past it. Absolutely fine. I'm not that insane. I'm pretty insane though. Palisand, Enamorous, and then once again a placeholder for Screamtail EX because I know we're missing it, and I figured if I threw that in there it would remind me. Once again, 3 Monkey Dories. There is a regular from one of the build and battle decks. And Pheasantipity. And we move into our ground types, or our fighting types, or whatever you would like to call them. Ground types, rock types, fighting types. There probably needs to be a ground type. I did end on Growlithe. There probably needs to be a ground type added to the trading card game, because fighting sort of doesn't really cover ground terribly well. It's weak to psychic, but it's weak to grass, but it's weak to water. I don't know, man. Again, I don't really play the TCG, so I don't know how much weaknesses come into it. Just like collecting my little gallery full of artwork, including this very cool looking fighting type Greninja. Hawlucha. Moving over to Glimmet. Glimmet again. Glimora. And then Tinglu, and I reckon that's going to work out just nicely because reverse Okidogi, holo Okidogi, and then non-holo Okidogi. The only problem with that is Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon then has its own page, which will drive me insane forever. We'll remove this other piece of very noisy tissue paper. We'll get into like 4 different types, I believe this stack is, because there's very few dark, dragon, steel, and even normal. There's not a lot of normal types in this set. Colorless types, whatever you want to call them. I think this is why it's so easy to sort of collect the back half of the set, and then the front half of the set sort of just goes, well, no, I don't want to be that easy for you to collect, because it won't feel like a chase then. But it does feel like a chase. Sometimes a little bit too much. Aeron, Lyron, and Aggron. Very cool Aggron artwork this time around. And just some absolutely epic Heatran artwork. Really imagine not wanting to go in the hole that Heatran lives in because of the ridiculous amount of lava that he would just spit at you. And then Revavroom, which we are missing the reverse for. And that leads us into our dragon types, including these apples. Isn't it ridiculous to have an apple that's a dragon type, and yet somehow Charizard isn't? Dragapult EX and Tatsugiri. Still looking for the Tatsugiri art rare as well, which is my chase card for the set. I just think it's ridiculous and I absolutely love it and I must have it. Blissey EX. And of course our reverse holo Eevee and our regular Eevee. Still looking for the Eevee art rare, which we need 2 of. Because iCollectEevees obviously needs one, and then I need one for the master set. The price is starting to drop day by day, but it is still ridiculously high just for an art rare card. So we're a little hesitant to go out and get a single when we're pretty sure the price will drop off. Alright, that leads us into our trainer cards, which again start on their own row, which just satisfies that part of my brain that goes, it needs to be in its own little space. But I believe there will be some holes in our trainers because we are struggling to get some of the reverse holos. I think we're still looking for reverse holo boxed order from Temporal Forces as well. Pretty sure it's the last card we need from the base set, which is just absolutely annoying. But that's fine, I won't hold it against the set. Here is our first ace spec. It is Hyper Aroma. Just take a minute to appreciate the holo pattern on that. Very cool. Wasn't sure how ace specs would be received, but the bright pink card is just absolutely stunning, honestly. Love Ball and Love Ball. Lucian we're missing. Lucky Helmet we're missing. That's annoying. Ogre's Mask. Perrin we're missing. Rayfort we pulled yesterday, I think. There is our next ace spec, Scoop Up Cyclone. Very radical looking machine. And we'll flip the page. Secret box. I believe I was meant to skip one. Apologies. I'll put these down here and we will confer with the book. I should have missed 2 after secret box. There we go. So we're still missing the Survival Brace and Unfair Stamp. So we will 1, 2 skip those few, chuck in our Boomerang Energy, and then Legacy Energy, our last ace spec, last card for the base set. Try to place right in the middle there. And we will get into these ones, which are our art rare cards. Pinsir. It is obviously a thick looking stack. You will see why very, very shortly. I need to skip that one because we are missing it. And then we skip 1, 2, 3, 4 after our Infernape, which isn't that a bit annoying. Skip another one, then Enamorous. Suing Growlithe. Probopass, skip a few, and into Applin. Well, there you go. That actually worked out a lot nicer. The cleanup will probably not be quite so fun, but hasn't worked out too badly for us. So still a bit of work to do for those pages, but we will have more work incoming. There is 8 cards we're missing. I believe they are all full arts. As we get Wellspring Ogerpon full art, Screamtail EX Full Art. We can't pull the regular EX, but we've got the Full Art EX. Explain that logic to me. We miss another one. We have the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. Thought it was a special illustration rare the first time I saw it. Perhaps because I'm a little insane. I might have mentioned that already. And then we get into the full art trainers. And we have, I believe, all but 2 of the full art trainers. Alright, get rid of 2. A lot of work to be done for our full arts. Skip to the next page. I need to skip 4. And then this awesome beast pulled by iCollectEevee's number 3 on our top 10 pulls for our first year of YouTube. It's an absolutely epic card. Semi gets Pride of Place along with a Ogerpon, and then our very first SAR pull, Kieran in the festival. Very, very cool. And then I think there's another, I'm not even sure how many after Kieran. Let's have a look-see quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, which means that page is a wash. And here we go, we'll get a little bit extra into the folder. Throw in Picnicker, she can go down there. We have our promo stuff from the Build and Battle boxes, which we'll still need those for 4. And we have Toxel, Pupitar. Might actually, this is going to mess with my brain a bit. We'll put Picnicker up there. Shift Toxel and Pupitar over. And throw in Revavroom and Snorlax. And then our Ogerpon from the ETB, still sealed. We're going to have his own row. If I can get him in. Not quite. I might actually just throw that in there as well. And we don't actually have as many pages left as I thought we would. And I'm remembering now why, because we will actually have had reverse holos that I didn't remember to count into the set. So we do have some Mask of Change, which our best pull from was the Chansey Art Rare. And we also have some Crimson Haze, which you guys can make up your mind. We did get to open a fair bit of this, but you guys can decide our best pull from this lot. I do love me that Cramorant, but we do have Lana, we have the Sinistra, the Full Art Ursaluna. It's all very, very cool. We'll have to find another folder to put those ones into because we only have a few pages left, but that is perfectly fine. I will fill the rest of it with something else at another time. That is about all we have for today, just while I quickly put a few bits and pieces in here just to round out the set. Remember where we came from. We'll go back over it slightly while I wrap up. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed another one of our Master Binder fillings. We obviously have a little bit still to go. Look out for shorts coming with what we have pulled out of single packs, out of pack battles, out of whatever we do to get the last of these cards. As you can see, most of the set is complete though, so we shouldn't have too many more that we don't pull out of packs. Thank you so much again for watching today, guys. I will just leave those ones there so you can appreciate them all. Please remember to like the video if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you are new here, leave us a comment, let us know which card you like the best from today's opening. We will see you next time though. Thank you so much for watching, good luck with your pulls, and we'll see you next time.